At the beginning of last year, USCIS issued a final rule making significant changes to the H-1B visa lottery process. The rule added an electronic registration requirement for petitioners seeking to submit H-1B cap subject petitions and reversed the order by which USCIS selects petitions under the H-1B cap and the advanced degree exemption. The final rule became effective on April 1, 2019, although DHS suspended the electronic registration requirement for the fiscal year 2020 cap season. At the end of last year, USCIS announced that it will use the H-1B registration process for cap subject filings for fiscal year 2021. This changes the timeline for filing H-1B cap subject petitions that practitioners have been accustomed to for years. At the outset, we want to note certain important dates related to the registration process. On February 24th, prospective petitioners may begin creating H-1B registrant accounts. Representatives may create a MyUSCIS account at any time. On March 1st, the H-1B registration period opens at noon Eastern Standard Time and closes on March 20th, noon Eastern Standard Time. March 31st is the date by which USCIS intends to notify selected registrants. Selected registrants can begin filing petitions on April 1st and will have 90 days to file. Under the new process, you will be required to first file an electronic registration before being able to file an H-1B cap subject petition. To do this, you will be required to use the MyUSCIS portal and pay a $10 filing fee for each registration. If you are not familiar with the MyUSCIS platform, it is currently used to file the Forms G-28, I-90, I-130, and various naturalization forms. As an attorney, you can go ahead and set up your MyUSCIS account now. If you already have an account, you can use your existing account, but AILA recommends you check that you are able to access it. AILA has put together a helpful step-by-step guide on setting up a MyUSCIS account. Employers will have to create new H-1B registration accounts and can begin doing so on Monday, February 24th. They will not be able to use any existing MyUSCIS accounts. Both attorneys and clients can continue to create their accounts throughout the duration of the registration period. Beginning on March 1st, you will be able to begin drafting and submitting the registration form. The form will ask basic questions about the employer and the beneficiary. For employers, it will ask for business name, EIN number, and primary U.S. office address. And for the beneficiary, it will ask basic biographic information and whether the beneficiary will be seeking a master's cap exemption. You will also need to make certain attestations, including that if the beneficiary is selected, the petitioner intends to file an H-1B petition. Once the registration form is completed, attorneys will complete a G-28 on behalf of their clients, which will use an electronic handshake process, similar to what is currently used in the MyUSCIS platform. You can find more information on the electronic G-28 process in the attorney PowerPoint presentation from USCIS. Here are a few key reminders to take note of. You can submit up to 250 beneficiaries per each company's registration. That means one G-28 per registration. Prior to submission, registrations can be edited. After submission, registrations may not be edited, but can be deleted prior to the close of the registration period. Selected registrants will be notified via the MyUSCIS portal. The account holder will get an email or text that a status update is available and that they should log into their account. USCIS will maintain a wait list of unselected registrations until September 30th, 2021, in case there is a need to select more registrants to meet the H-1B cap. Finally, it's important to note that when filing H-1B cap subject petitions on or after April 1st, you will need to use the new version of the Form I-129 with the addition date of January 27, 2020, that includes a new registration-related question as well as new public charge questions. For those who live or will work in Illinois and therefore are not currently subject to the public charge regulation, you can use the January 8, 2020 version of the Form I-129. We know that it's hard to keep up with all the different pieces of information that are being released, so AILA has created a featured issues page on the H-1B registration tool to serve as a centralized resource on all things related to the new tool. It includes the latest PowerPoint presentations from USCIS on how to use the H-1B registration system, which includes screenshots of the tool and the MyUSCIS portal. The page also includes a regularly updated frequently asked questions practice pointer created by AILA members, as well as practice management resources. So if you have any questions about the process, this should be your first stop. We are also excited to announce that officials from USCIS will be joining our spring conference that is being held on March 6th in Washington, D.C. They will give additional presentations on the registration tool and answer technical questions. As you go through the H-1B registration process, please feel free to raise questions to AILA. You can use the dedicated Message Center forum on H-1B registration to ask questions and share your experiences. We will be monitoring this regularly to help make this process run as smoothly as possible.